Welcome to our fourth grade science website through Google Sites. So the link will be posted on Classroom, but once you show up to the homepage, this is what you will see. So you will see our website, and there'll be a link for science blogs, lab and experiments, and homework, and a page for homework. So you're able to flip around and look at everything that you need for the year, all in one spot. Things obviously will change, and Classroom is the first place to go for all of our needs here in class. But this is a great place to go in case we're stuck or if we think it's more organized. So this first homepage just gives us an overline of some of the things that we cover in science, a little bit about me. So up here at the top, you have something called resources, and then trimester 1, 2, 3, and a link to Google Classroom. Now this link to Google Classroom will probably make you log in and will make sure that you are in your correct class and your correct account. Trimesters 1, 2, and 3 have each of the units that we're going to try and aim to do during those marking periods. And then each of those units have more information from them. Our resources tab here have the links for labs and experiments and homework, which are also as buttons. So we're going to start with labs and experiments. This is a place where you will find links to all of my videos that we're making or I've made, information about the requirements of my lab reports, rubrics, how they're mostly graded, and then you'll see Google Documents here of any notes that you need to understand about lab reports or a sample rubric of most of the lab reports, how they're graded. So this is just a great resource for labs in general. If you were to click on Projects button, it'll bring you to any projects for each of the trimesters that really aren't labs. There's something different, maybe an end of the unit activity or an end of the trimester activity. And each one is broken down by trimester and then by unit. So everything will be laid out very, very nicely and very easily for you to follow. If we go back to our labs and experiments page, if I clicked on videos, I would be able to get a link to all of the different video instructions. So once everything is uploaded, you'll have videos on how to properly set up your notebook, how to write a lab report, and things like that. You'll also be able to find some of the lab activity videos up on this page. More videos will be off of separate pages that say view more here. If we go to the homework tab underneath resources, this will bring us to a page that gives us some ideas of what homework is like in science, different things that you'll encounter to do. You'll also get a Google document that will be updated with homework. This is just a sample date here, but this will be updated on what was assigned on what day, what was the assignments and descriptions about it, and then what day that assignment is due. So everybody can keep track of their homework through this Google site. And then each classroom's page is going to have a calendar that will have more events and more details about each of those homeworks. You can also click on a link to click to your specific homeroom to see more information. Because as much as teachers try to keep sections together, we know that things change. We don't see a class. One class gets a little bit ahead or behind of another. So everything can be found here. If we click on trimester 1, we'll see the first 3 units of our book and our curriculum, and we can see the cover of our student reader and the name. If we click the link, it'll bring us directly to that unit's page. And our header up here will change and everything will flow. Once again, you have a link to Google Classroom and you have a link here to resources. But on this home page, you'll see a brief description about what we're doing in this unit and what we have are misconceptions, things that we think we know about science but aren't really true, that we need to fix. So if I go back to the Unit 1 resources, when I click this, it will bring me to a page that will have Google Documents and Google Sheets and PDFs, all explaining all of our resources. So here is a PDF document of our student reader. And then we keep going down, and I'll see all the different visuals that go into our notebook for the lessons. So I can see all of the different things that I might need for this unit all in one location. There might also be copies of lab report templates that need to be filled out all at this location. And that's how it'll be for each of all of these other units as you go through the website. There's also going to be a page underneath resources that will be just for videos. It's not there yet, but if you were to click it, you would be able to see just the links and the videos for that unit for both comprehension questions, notes, vocabulary review, lab instructions, everything like that will be on that link. So this should be a wonderful resource for you, for your families, and for me. If we click the link that says Science Blogs, this is a site that's still in working. It obviously needs to be a St. John's account before anyone can look at it. But this will be a blog where we will be able to see monthly updates about what we're doing in our learning. So month by month, September, October, January, December, all those different months, what's happening, and then also a homeroom blog. So very similar to how School Notes was run with updating websites and, oh, we have math today, we don't have math today. This will be a place where people can come and students can come to look at all of that information in one location. And you'll be able to get a link from your base science website. So I am happy to answer questions. If anyone has anything, feel free to look at this at any point that you need to. And I hope this is a great resource for you to push through and enjoy 4th grade science with me. Have a great day.